Hello, my beloveds. How are you all doing today? I have to tell ya, things continue in the category of awesome and wonderful and really exciting. Yesterday was my clinic visit, and they were happy with everything they saw. I got the rest of my zipper out. They pulled the last of the staples. So I have continuous skin with no extra accoutrements, which is great. And I've been sleeping so well, and I've been full of energy, and just really digging being back into normal life. It's just so fantastic. Some things that are going to be coming up in the next week. Circuit rider. Let's see, what's today? Tuesday. A week from today, he heads back east to get some things done and report to his mission board and preach at his church and get his hair cut. He's very particular about his hair, and he's been itching because it's gotten so long. So that will be great for him. And let's see, when he goes next Tuesday, my friends Russ and Cheryl will have already been here since Saturday, and we'll have, had a chance to take them over to the hospital, so Russ knows where he's driving me and all that. We'll give him the little tour, and Cheryl loves to cook, and so do I, but I have to say it's been a relief to have Kathy cook and put stuff in the freezer, and I anticipate it's going to be equally a relief to have Cheryl do the same, and she's excited to do it. So that works out perfectly. So yesterday was clinic. Today was my final home health visit from the physical therapist, because on Thursday they start me on outpatient pulmonary rehab. And home nursing and PT is intended for people who are homebound. And with that step from being at home to going to pulmonary rehab on a regular basis, twice a week, that means that I'm no longer housebound. So Medicare won't cover twice a week nursing and PT. So actually, I was kind of glad about that. As you know, everyone has been wonderful, absolutely wonderful. But to not have people coming into my home and asking me a whole bunch of questions that I know how to keep track of and haven't had any trouble with. I like the people, but I'm happy to be rid of the visits. Then, let's see. So tomorrow is a little getting to know you interview with the cardiopulmonary rehab people. And then I actually go for the first time on Thursday. And I have clinic on Thursday too, which is nice because that was a 10-day stretch since Monday until I go on next Thursday. I felt like that's a decent, that's an advance to go 10 days between clinic instead of 7. The only other thing they did at clinic was take me down to 25 meg of prednisone, which every bit I go down, I cheer, and then everything else is as normal. Tons of appointments got made today, going out through the end of May. Appointments are now on the books for the ultrasound, for taking out and a CT, and taking out those two meshes that got put in, filters and meshes, IVC filter, that prevent any. Right now, I'm on no anticoagulants for the first time in like 9 years. And that's why they put the meshes in, to grab any clot that might happen, so before it gets to my heart and lungs. So they just wanted me to have a break from anticoagulants, partially because of that bleeding problem I had right after the initial surgery, that they had to go back in and clean stuff up. So they gave me a 30-day break by putting in that IVC filter. And then they will look at the filter via ultrasound and CT. Then, if they're, after they see it, visualize it that way, then they want to see if there are any clots there or anything. And if it looks like there are few or none, then they will remove the appliance and the implant. And that is scheduled. It's not, the implant removal is on the calendar, but they'll postpone it if they have to. And then I'll have Lovenox shots in my tummy for a while until they get me back up to therapeutic Coumadin. We'll see how all that goes. So, for this week, Russ and Cheryl coming on Saturday. Circuit Rider's friend, trail name Spillo, is coming on Friday, I believe, might be Thursday. And then Spillo and Circuit Rider go away for, Circuit Rider's gone 10 days, and Russ and Cheryl come, and I just keep going to appointments and doing my stuff. And so far, so very excellent. Really, really good. Now, what else can I update you on? I really don't think there's a heck of a lot going on. I'm just really glad to be feeling well and to be able to report good stuff to you people who have supported me for so long, prayed for me for so long, loved me for so long. It gives me a thrill every time I can tell you that your prayers and your support and your caring for me are all working out just about as good as can possibly be expected. The only thing going on that I think is a negative side effect of the drugs is every now and then I have a tremory day where my hands shake and it feels kind of weird when you walk, your legs are a little shaky. But it hasn't been bad at all. And those are the days, and the prednisone withdrawal days, that I just rest, get through it, and then I can keep going. What's going on now? Let's see. My surgery was the 23rd, going into the OR, but most of it took place between midnight and 8 a.m. And it just occurred to me a little while ago. I got approved for transplant the week of my mother's birthday, and I got my transplant on my mom and dad's 65th anniversary, would have been. They did not stay together, and that is how I got my wonderful stepmother 42 years ago. So, I was lucky. I had two really good moms, and everyone knows that your own mother is always going to be your mom. But Kathy and I have been friends and family and have cared about each other a lot for a long time now. So this is it's been such a thrill for her to see this. And I think that she's going through maybe a little withdrawal not being here anymore, because my first text this morning was from her saying, I need to know what's going on with you today. So I answered it. I tend to be, I don't know, I'm not as good a communicator as some people. So I don't always, I don't think enough to jump right on and say, you know, in the morning, I'm doing great, this is what is going on, and that kind of thing. But I will probably get used to doing so because so many people are interested. I'll just do it automatically after a while. Um, if there's anything else going on, I'm spacing on it. Um, Circuit Rider and I are on our own for a few days, but Kathy stocked up the freezer and with little meals, and we have frozen pizza in the freezer, so that will obviously be one night. And tonight we're having Circuit's having chili, and I am having rice and gravy and turkey, and a serving of peas. And I think the rest of it is boring stuff, unless I think of something really pertinent and exciting. I will. Oh, look, there goes the tremor. I will add that later if I come up with anything. But for right now, we're just styling, peeps. Off and running. The physical therapist today gave me 6 different exercises for mostly for my core and legs, and then in addition to the 6 exercises I already do for arms and all the walking, and then when the rehab comes up, we should notice some pretty significant differences pretty fast. So that's about it. I love you like crazy. I hope the Lord is blessing you abundantly and that you're trusting Him, because He will give you this day your daily bread. He doesn't often extend it out further than that, but He has promised to meet our needs if we trust in Him. So I hope that's going on for you, and I hope you have a rich, rich relationship with the Lord and learn to trust Him more and more every day, because it is the best thing on earth. The trials still come, and they will. The Bible tells us to expect to suffer, but it also says that if you, and I have experienced that if you're going through tough times and you trust in Him, and what you want is in His plan, the obstacles will be knocked over like 10 pins. And even if you're not happy, you will be joyful. All right, that's my little sermon for the day. Love you guys. I'll talk to you again soon, okay? All righty. Bye.